Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So we are talking about Cassie Compton again. Okay, so the U.S. Sun released an article and they're reporting that Cassie Compton's mother is a registered sex offender. Her name is Judy. They're also reporting that Cassie Compton's father, Roy Compton, is a registered sex offender. How the hell did either of these people have Cassie in their custody, in their home, if they were registered sex offenders? Were they sex offenders when she went missing? That's the next question, and we're going to find out. Now, Judy, Cassie's mother, Judy, had a live-in boyfriend named Brandon. Brandon currently is in jail. You want to know why? Conspiracy to commit capital murder, along with several other charges not related to Cassie's case. How much more twisted is this going to get? Now, Cassie went missing in 2014. She weighed about 100 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. She went to a demolition derby with a family friend. She came home just before 7, and then right before she left, supposedly, her mother says that she told her she was going to the store. Now, one of the first stories was that Cassie's mother, Judy, was sick and was laying in the bed, and Judy's boyfriend, Brandon, was cooking supper for everyone, and that Cassie walked out and left. Now, the next story that Brandon gave in 2019 was that he and Judy were laying in bed together because Judy was sick. Then Cassie came in, grabbed something, said she was leaving, and left. Then Brandon says after he heard the door shut, he went to go see and she was gone. Now, it is said that Brandon did not have a license, a car, that he rode a bicycle. He did not have a job. Cassie's mother did not have a job, that she was disabled, and it's not known why. So neither one of these two people were working. So, they supposedly both were home when Cassie went missing. Now, the problem why I'm upset right now is the fact that if Cassie's mother, Judy, was a registered sex offender while Cassie was living there, why would the state allow her to have a child in that home, first off? 14, 15, 16, doesn't matter. Why would any child minor be in that home? Now, this says Cassie's mom, Judy, was born in 1972. She is disabled, but not known why. Reportedly, Judy is a sex offender. Her biological father, Roy Compton, is also a registered sex offender. Now, is that talking about Judy's father or Cassie's father? We'll have to find out. She got engaged to 32-year-old Brandon Rhodes in 2012. So 2014 is when Cassie went missing. Brandon reportedly did not have a car nor a driver's license or a job while he was living with Judy and Cassie. He was known to ride his bike everywhere. Morgan Nick Foundation Assistant Director Geneve Strickland said the closest lead they had was Cassie's mother's fiance, Brandon Rhodes, who again, Brandon Rhodes was in jail awaiting a whole nother court case on conspiracy to commit capital murder. He lived in the house with them. Since Cassie's disappearance, he has had quite a few jail stints, says Strickland, although none have been related to Cassie Compton's disappearance. Although authorities have not been able to identify any prominent links between him and Cassie's disappearance, detectives say Rhodes has always been a person of interest. He was the main person of interest. Now, then we pop up a few days ago. Someone records a video and they see this girl, so they share it because they thought that was Cassie. It's not. This girl is Haley Phillips. Her family has already came forward and said, that's not Cassie, that's our cousin Haley. Haley also was actually missing from her home, and her family, when they seen this video on social media, her cousins, her nephew, her family came forward and they were like, we've been trying to be in contact with this girl for like a week. Where the heck is she at? She has 2 kids here. She needs to come home. So that's what they were saying. Now, when people talked to Haley, she was very aggressive. She was like, I'm sick of people asking me if I'm okay. I was jumped by 2 girls. That's how I got the 2 black eyes. I'm not in danger. I'm not being trafficked, blah, blah, blah. I'm fine. She was very agitated because she said she's tired of people asking her about what's going on with her black eyes and everything. Now, I looked at the pictures very closely, and yes, they favor, but it's not Cassie. If you go to the pictures where you can see their ears really well, people can be identified by their teeth and sometimes by their ears. And you can look at Cassie's ears compared to Haley's ears, and they're totally different. The teeth, the front teeth, are totally different. Yes, people can have dental work done. I know this. But this girl is not Cassie. Again, her family came forward. Haley's family came forward and said, that's not Cassie, that's Haley. And they do want Haley to come home. Haley is alive. I don't know why Haley isn't going home. I just added this in because people were assuming, and people still believe that this is Cassie, but it's not. So we have to go ahead and understand that. Yes, we want Cassie to come home. Yes, we want to know what happened. But we can't keep dragging Haley into this. Now I will say, it does look like Haley has her own story over here. It does seem like Haley's got something going on. She says she was jumped by two females, and that's how she got the black eyes. I have been in fights and car wrecks, and I have been choked out. And to me, it looks like Haley has been beat and choked because she had blood all in her eye right there. And when I was attacked and choked, my eye was so full of blood. Now, that same thing happened from a car wreck too. So I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't tell you what happened to Haley. All we know is what she's told us, and that was that she was attacked by two females and physically assaulted over some shoes or something. People don't believe that. People think that Haley is either being trafficked or kidnapped, but she holds up a phone and she says, this is my phone. This is my debit card. I'm fine. Leave me the hell alone. So I don't know. We won't know until she ever tells. But back to Cassie. Cassie, again, has been missing since 2014. You can even see at the forehead. You can see Cassie's forehead is way different than Haley's. But let's get off of that. There are speculations that float around, but they don't have any evidence that charged anyone with. They still have persons of interest that they're looking for, but they've never arrested anyone, anything like that, Strickland said. Now, in that last news interview that they did with Brandon Rhodes, he sent a letter to the news crew saying, there's only so much a man can keep bottled up. But then once the news crew got there, he didn't admit to anything. He just kept saying, do you think I'm a psychopath? Do I look like a psychopath? And trying to intimidate the news lady. And the news lady is like, I don't know. Okay. Judy has said to media outlets that she has no idea where her daughter could be. I have questioned people, friends that she hung out with, and they hadn't seen her. There's something very suspicious about this Brandon Rhodes character and Judy. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm not making any kind of allegation here. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that I feel like something fishy's going on because we've seen it so many times. I guess because it's happened so many times where the parent was involved some way, somehow, especially when they have a strange boyfriend living in that. But then when the mom is supposedly a registered sex offender, that changes the whole game. Now, I don't know why she's a sex offender. It could be something dealing with minors, children, boys, girls. I don't know. And I do want to find out, is this Cassie's biological father who's a registered sex offender, or Judy's father, which would be Cassie's grandfather, who's also a registered sex offender? It said Roy Compton. I can't imagine where she could have went. This is what Judy said. I don't even know if she even left the driveway. Judy was homesick in bed when Cassie returned from the Derby. In her months after Cassie's disappearance, Judy ended her relationship with Rhodes. She said that he and Cassie did not get along, and Judy's son, Chris, believes he may have had something to do with it. Y'all, I don't know. I'm trying to tell you, it's looking worse and worse for old Brandon Rhodes here. Old boy's got some bad rep on him, but also, again, he's in freaking jail for conspiracy on another capital murder, so you can't put it past him at this point. Hell. I never thought he would do anything. I never thought he would have anything to do with it, she said. He looked at her like his daughter. You was with him for 2 damn years. Come on. Get the out of here. He looked at her like his daughter, and if he did it, it would be shocking to me. Rhodes is currently facing a charge of conspiracy to commit capital murder to an unrelated case. So, yeah, this is a bit strange, my friends. I don't know. I just don't know. What are your thoughts? Any new updates that you've heard, leave in the comments. Please let me know. I really appreciate it. And if you see or hear of Cassie, please let authorities know. Thank you.